Hey YouTube, it's Eli, and today is July 18th, 2013, and I am at 3 months on testosterone, and these are my changes thus far, or some of the newer things that I've been noticing. Energy levels through the roof. I've mentioned that before, but I've noticed that I have a lot more energy um, that I need to really burn off because I haven't been sleeping so good. Just because like I'm tired, but then like I just can't fall asleep, or I'm just like up and there's a lot of things running through my head, and I want to do this and I want to do that, but then I'm just like, but I need to sleep, and it's really not working. So I've started working out on Monday of this week, in hopes that that will kind of burn off some of that energy. I got a bike that Monday too, so um, that's been good. So far, I haven't noticed anything different from me working out and burning that energy. Um, as far as sleeping, yesterday I did. I was out like a light and stood asleep for the whole night. Um, so I guess it is working a little bit, but I don't know. I have to see, and yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Voice drop. I mean, I don't talk much about my voice dropping just because I think it's just something you would hear. In which case I can hear, so it's cool. It's really I was down, like in the beginning of this, my month 3 period, that um I was having trouble like singing, even though I'm not a great singer or anything like that. Like just singing along to songs, like it couldn't happen, like it didn't work. My voice, it just wasn't working for me. Um, but now, um, it's good. Like my voice still cracks at some points. Some days is worse than others. Like I think it was Tuesday. I didn't. My voice just cracked the entire fucking day, and then the next day it was fine. So it just depends. Like it just up and down really. Which I'm okay with. I'm glad it's not like 3 whole days or a week of my voice sounding like or something, because that it really bothers me a lot. um the other thing that I've noticed, um and this just has to do with like me deciding that, doing the working out for my energy and stuff like that, and then also just me wanting to get in shape and stuff, just because I'm just my 3 month mark, and my hips are not completely gone, but there's a significant change um, in how my hips look, and I fucking love it. It's great. Um, I've said in my beginning videos that I have, or used to have, a, a very curvaceous body. So, um, a lot of the times whenever I felt dysphoria, it wasn't like about my voice or about my chest or anything, because my voice is my voice, whatever. I didn't have too much issues with that. My chest was, I have a binder, I can conceal that really well. But the hip area was, for me, the hardest to hide. Just because my thighs were really thick, and just my hip area was really thick, and just like I have an hourglass figure kind of a shape, um, or whatever. So yeah, it sucked, and it was hard to cover. And now I don't have to worry about feeling dysphoria or in that general region, because it's a lot smaller. My pants and stuff like that, they all fit so much more comfortable. It's not like this. It's so much better. My thighs, too are a bit smaller. I'm trying to think about like where, because I was a little bit bigger, to me, like my body wise, was a little bit thicker, and that's what I would consider my fat, I guess. But it's not on my body anymore. Um, my thighs are smaller, my hips are smaller. Um, my butt's my butt. I said that it's grown, and it's still the same from the first time I said that it grown, but it's just it is what it is. And my stomach hasn't gotten bigger either. It hasn't gotten bigger, so that's good. It's only huge when I'm like full or some shit. But it's a little bit smaller than it used to be, which is good because that just means that I'm closer to my goal of having a flat stomach eventually. Um, so that's good. So if anything, I feel like I've lost that fat. So there's no redistribution of it. So I don't know. That's just how I feel. My chest fat it's kind of gone too. My chest is smaller, and I've mentioned that before too, which is cool because um, I feel like it's easier to hide it now, like super super easy. Like I can just sometimes I'll just wear like a sports bra and just kind of put on a shirt, but it just depends on how I'm personally inside feeling about that wearing a sports bra or whatever. Sometimes even though I look flat, I feel uncomfortable because I'm wearing the sports bra. I'm a dude, like I shouldn't be wearing a bra is how I see it. Um, so I usually wear my binder all the time. I only wear my sports bra if like my binder's washing or my asthma's been bothering me or some shit. I don't know. But I try not to wear it or whatever. So in the whole process of losing weight, possibly, I'm not sure how much I weigh or anything like that. I could weigh the same thing. I know my muscle mass has increased, or whatever. So that's fucking awesome. Um, Muscle mass increase. I just lost my thought. Oh, so in this last few days that I have been working out, just to tone my muscles to get a more healthier body and energy shit. I sweat so much. Like, yes, it's summer. It is fucking hot. Yeah, I got that. That's cool. But like, this is my summer through my transition. So this is my first summer transition, like being on T and stuff, and it is fucking hot. Like, not hot to where I feel like, oh my god, I'm gonna faint or anything or whatever. It's just really hot. It's like 100 degrees today, and working out or like doing a lot of like movements and stuff, I will just like fucking drip sweat, and it's nasty as fuck. Like, it's really gross. Like I got sweat in my eye at least twice already, and that shit fucking hurt. It burns, it stings, um, or whatever. But I just sweat so much more as opposed to pre-T. Like, I would sweat a lot, but not as much as I do now. And with all the sweating, like, obviously you're gonna smell at some point, and I've noticed my body odor is slightly different. I definitely noticed that the odor that I have down below is slightly different too, which I find interesting and pretty cool. Which brings me to the whole like sex drive and more shit about there. Is just my sex drive. It has increased. It's kind of steady. It's not like always like really bad. I don't know. I just have to take care of it, and then it'll go away, and it'll buy me a few hours before it bothers me again. I don't think I can go the entire day without having sex or masturbating, because that just, no. That's not gonna work. I think I'd probably go crazy, if anything. And with that being stated, I've noticed that the sensation or the feeling that I would get pre-T when I would come or whatever, masturbate, whatever, is so much more different. It's not the same at all. Before it was like a whole body kind of experience, and it was just like, I would want more and just come on, let's go, kind of a thing. And now it's like, it's not so body, it's not so much of a body orgasm or anything like that. It's more concentrated there, and then after I, come or whatever, it's just kind of over. Like, I'm just, alright, thanks, I'm done. Just, just like a dude, you blow your load and that's it. Like, just give me a couple, an hour or so to just chill, and I'll be back at you, is basically how it's been. So it's a little strange because I enjoyed the thing, or coming before pre-T or whatever. It's nice, or whatever. It was, but I'm gonna miss it, but that's okay. That's fine. Um, things are supposed to change, and if that's one of them, then it is what it is. I'm still getting there, so it doesn't matter how I feel it, but it's just different. That's for sure. The other thing too, which, and this is like this is like the real personal part of this video, in which case I don't know if I should say it, but since we're talking about, sex and, masturbating, all that shit, just, it doesn't, I've just gotten to the point where I'm just like, I need to go to the sex store or something and, buy lube or something, because it's dry, I guess. Like, kind of have to wet it a little bit, lube it up, basically, is how that's going. Which is interesting, because I think I've heard it from one guy on YouTube talk about the dryness down there, and I think everyone should be aware of that. Your shit's kind of it's not gonna be as, moist or anything like that. It's different. You just have to, deal with it or whatever. I have my cheat sheet here, which is funny because it's my first cheat sheet, but that's okay. Talked about that appetite. It's pretty much the same. I can eat a lot, but I choose not to, just because I don't want to eat that much. Like, I eat enough so that I'm not hungry, but I've noticed that, like, I'll have dinner and it'll be like a whole big ass plate of food, and then maybe an hour later or something, I'm hungry again. So, if anything, I do eat if I'm hungry again, but I try to make it something small, like, I don't know, a small bowl of cereal, or there's no fruits in the house, but if there was fruit, I would eat them. Just, something little, or I just don't eat anything. So, I had cookies yesterday, because I wanted some, or whatever. I think that's pretty much it that I can think of. Oh, emotions and feelings, gotcha. Emotionally, I feel good. I'm really happy. Nothing's really bothering me. Kind of just going with the flow of everything and just whatever. The emotional change that I've noticed is that there is a happy, angry, and kind of like sad, and then what it's like a little bit of other emotions, but kind of just, it's very small. There's not a lot of emotions that I seem to feel as of lately. Like, they're not really there. which is interesting, to say the least. I know that because those feelings, those emotions are not there, that how I interact with people or how I respond to certain situations is different. Um, and it's not a bad thing. It's not something that I feel like I miss, just because I feel like um, it allows me not to be so connected to, that situation, or to what's going on, and I can think more objectively and more rationally about um, what it is that needs to be done, or you know I don't know. I don't know. I haven't done There hasn't been a lot of emotional things going on or anything. I've been really happy. Um, there's People have been changing slowly but surely to, accept me as me, and it's been really good. And I haven't had any or like depressed feelings or sadness or anything like that. I've been really, really good. I feel like my body's taking testosterone really well, because I don't feel like I don't feel or see anything that's a negative effect as of yet. So that's good. One thing I want to talk about, even though I haven't talked about it just because it hasn't happened to me, is acne. Lots of trans guys talk about acne, and I haven't noticed anything. Um, I don't know. I don't have acne. I don't like. There's a couple of times where like I might have a pimple or two like up here. Then in the 3 months, I probably had like maybe 2 pimples, 3, if anything. I get a lot of pimples on my forehead when I'm stressed out, so I haven't noticed any stress pimples. And the only pimples that I had have just been like, 2, 3 of them. There's only been a few of them, so there's not a lot. I'm happy that I don't have to deal with acne, because I don't know what the hell what I would buy or anything like that. I know I have other family members that have had acne and stuff, but my mom didn't have acne, my dad didn't have acne, my brother didn't have acne. I didn't have acne when I went through my first puberty, so I'm hoping that I don't have to deal with acne the second time around. In which case, it's been 3 months and my face is pretty clear. I have some like sunspots, but or sunspots, they'll go away and whatever. But no acne, so happy about that. Just I don't know what the hell. Like I said, I don't know what I would do if I had acne or whatever. I think that's pretty much it. Those are all of my changes thus far, and like I said, everything's been good. Everything's been pretty positive. I've been really happy with how my body has been changing. Really excited, and like every time I noticed that every time like if I look at my legs, they look much more manlier or like masculine or whatever the hell. And like my arms and just everything is looking the way I feel on the inside, and the way I've felt that I should have looked for such a long time. And it's awesome. It's great to just be able to look in the mirror and see who you are and how you've always seen yourself. Like it be a reality is like fucking amazing. Or whatever. But that's it for now. This video is really fucking long. But that's what happens, when I don't update weekly or every 2 weeks about changes and shit. So yeah, that's a lot coming at ya, but it's okay. And yeah, I'll probably make another video talking about top surgery and how I've been feeling about my chest as of lately and stuff like that, because that has changed how I feel about it. Like I said previously in this video, that it's smaller and it's easier to hide, which is great, but there's other things to how I feel about my chest. So yeah, that's pretty much it. See you, YouTube. Bye.